Well, top of the morning to you. Happy St. Patrick's Day, one and all. It's Timothy Murphy here, saying, I hope that your life is long. No, what does it say? You say, may you be in heaven half an hour before the devil knows you're dead. Listen, Luann and I are practicing social distancing. Some morning shows are going without an audience. I'm going without a co-host. Just try it. Actually, Luann is not up to speed today. She's taking a day to herself, so I'm flying solo. Solo, you can't even see me. That's how... So on the morning show today, we're going to re-air an episode from when I was pole dancing, because that's a fun one, and because my other guest didn't show up. And then for the second half of the show, we actually have a pre-taped interview that I did because March is Youth Science Festival month. So I got a hold of a guy from Timmins, and they have a science, it's called Science Timmins. They have an amazing program there. I did a Skype interview with him. So stay cozy, curl up, grab yourself a cup of coffee, put some green food coloring in it, or maybe a little bit of Bailey's, and enjoy the morning show. Hi Luann, I hope you feel better. I'll be back in just a minute.
Oh, hey. Wait, what was the question?
Let me guess. One driving high combo, extra baked?
No. Could I get a burger with a side of fries?
Think you're a better driver when you're high? Think again. If you smoked weed, wait at least 4 hours before getting behind the wheel, or don't drive at all if you're new to it, have eaten it, or if you've mixed it with alcohol.
In your home, lighting is just as important as style.
With PowerView Motorization from Hunter Douglas, you can schedule your shades to light up the room. Create privacy, or both, automatically. No hands required.
So your shades will always be in the right place at the right time in style. And it's only from Hunter Douglas.
With Paula Pole. I call her Paula Pole. She is the owner-operator instructor at Pole Girls. Pole Girls. Girl, get on the pole. Paula, how are you?
I'm fine, thanks. How are you?
Oh, I'm great. Thanks for having us in today.
Oh, it's my pleasure. Thanks for coming in.
So this studio is located right on Queen Street, just a couple doors down from our friend Marnie Stone at Stone's Office Supply. Just
almost neighbors.
And Arturo on the other side.
That's right. Great location.
Excellent location, right in the heart of downtown.
Yeah, people can just walk over on their lunch break if they want and have a pole class. And
what are your hours here, Paula Pole?
Our classes are offered by appointment only.
Okay.
So people text me and we set up a time that's convenient for them, and then we go from there.
So our time this morning is about 10:30 a.m. and I came here ready to, learn how to pole dance, and then realized that I wasn't properly dressed. So I ran home and I put on my comfortable clothing, and as you can see, I'm wearing the proper footwear now as well. As it turns out, Paula teaches both barefoot or in high heels, whatever you prefer. You do have male clients?
I do, yeah.
Yeah. I'm probably one of the only male clients who actually wears high heels. You don't have to, guys, wear high heels to pole dance. It's just something.
Definitely not. No, you can wear whatever you're comfortable with.
Paula says she doesn't make anybody dance she doesn't tell anybody how to dance to their own music.
Dance their dance, yeah.
Dance their dance. I love your philosophy. How did you get involved in this anyway?
Well, I saw someone that was really, really good, and I was fascinated. So at the time I had been living in a very rural location, so I thought by the time I, drove to a pole class, it would take a lot of time and money out of my. So what I did was I bought myself a pole, and I'm self-taught. Yeah.
You're a self-taught pole dancer.
Yes.
Did you go online and look at videos of pole?
I YouTubed videos and slowly built up my strength. And I actually put my pole up first at a job I was working at. So I was a server, and they had an indoor pool. It's the Marmora Inn bed and breakfast.
Where was that?
That's in Marmora. It's a fine dining bed and breakfast establishment. It has an indoor pool, and I was a server. So I put my pole up in the pool room. So I would serve, and then when I was done work, I would go work out, and then I'd go for a swim.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you combined the jobs, and while you were serving, you'd like come down the pole going, "Who had the margarita?" All the way, whee, boom. There you go.
That would have been a great idea, but no, I wasn't that.
Well, you know what we need to do? We need to get a fire hall, an old fire hall. Ooh, maybe we could get the old brewery and turn it into a restaurant pole bar where you could actually come down the pole with food.
I would love that idea.
Okay, I'm in.
I'd work there.
You'd never mind work there. You'd run the place. Girl, pole girl. So how long has Pole Girls been in existence?
Well, this studio was here before me. They brought
You share this space?
No, not anymore. They brought me in, and then they left. The other instructors, who shall remain nameless, because then it became mine, and now it's Pole Girls.
But I mean, in this.
Oh yes, this gym has been here, I think, over 3 years.
And the gym is
Exclusive.
Exclusive. That's the name. It doesn't mean you can't come here. It just means that's the name of the gym, Exclusive.
That's right. It's personal trainers run by Sam and Chris.
I just saw them out there. They seem super nice.
They are.
And they had a couple of ladies in for a class together. They had like 2 ladies who were friends taking a class.
Oh, nice. Yeah. So they do personal training. They do diet planning, like total body. Yeah.
And then you are here teaching pole dancing. So this has been a few years for you, you said?
I've poled myself. I started polling.
That sounds painful. I poled myself.
No, I didn't.
You've been dancing yourself for?
Since after I was 40.
Okay, I wouldn't have believed you were actually at 40 yet. So obviously pole dancing is working well for you. You have an amazing figure.
Thank you.
How long is a pole dance class?
So classes are an hour, generally an hour, but sometimes they run over. And
is it always just one person, or do you do small, like a couple people?
Because the studio is not like a full-fledged larger center pole class, we only have 2 poles, so I only cap it at usually 4 or 5 because people have to take turns, and they don't like that. They get really
I don't know that I'd be comfortable sharing my pole with anyone either.
People get greedy.
Play nice with your poles, girls. Pole girl. Well, now, let's see.
So you're going to learn pole?
I'm going to learn pole dancing. So we're going to take a quick break, and we're going to throw to a commercial back in the studio. Okay. And then we're going to come back, and you and I will be attempting. You're going to teach me how to pole?
I have total faith in my ability to teach you pole.
And I have total faith in my ability to spin on a pole. Stay with us and watch me spin when we come back live on Mornings with Luann and Tim right after this. Hello, we're back with Paula Pole. Paula, I can't believe you just told me during the break that you are the mother of 4.
4 children.
And your eldest daughter is?
32.
Everyone should pole dance. Holy smokes, what's next? What are we going to do?
Okay, so
we warmed up during the break, just so you know. I did my stretches, my shoulders and hands, very important. Wrists, important.
Yep. So we're going to continue with some stretching, and this is what we move to next in a class, is stretching on the pole, and I love these stretches. They feel so good.
I'm excited.
So just legs apart.
Legs apart.
Just at, whatever's comfortable.
For me.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Now pull your butt back.
Oh, I'm coming down. Oh.
Yeah. So you can walk your hand down different level to get different stretches.
Yes, you certainly can. That's a whole new world right there. Okay.
If you want to go, really crazy, you can bend a leg and then come back to center. And
bend a leg.
And then come back to center.
Look at me, Mom.
And then watch how you pull out. Or pull. That didn't sound right.
That's all right. We're doing safe pole dancing. Oh, I just kissed the pole.
Yeah. Yeah. So another one is we'll find our balance on our outside leg.
Outside leg balance.
And this is our inside leg. You're going to hook your inside knee on the pole like this, and then lean out.
Oh, okay, I'm ready. I'm going to hook my pole. Find my balance first. There's my balance.
Now at hip
Hook
height.
my knee.
So at hip height.
Hip height?
Feel it right in your knee pit. Yeah.
Okay, and then I'm going
slowly
to, am I reaching this way, Paul?
Yeah.
Oh, you guys. No, I got it now. I understand. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
I'm kind of in love with this pole a little
This is
bit.
the best.
Can I do the other side?
Always do the other side.
Thank you, Paula Pole. Wait, I'm gonna find my balance. Find my
Find your
balance.
balance on your outside leg.
I'm like,
Get a nice knee hook.
I'm like, what's the word that stands on one leg? A pelican?
Yeah.
A flamingo. I'm like a pole dancing flamingo.
So that's actually a great exercise to do side
Oh, that
crunches.
feels so good. This is how you get the Paula Pole abs. Oh!
Yes.
Are you kidding me? Oh, Paula Pole.
Awesome.
And that stretches my hips too.
Yes. Yeah.
Good for me.
Yeah. So, okay, so we do like strengthening exercises. I'll
Yeah.
show you one.
Okay.
So you want to hold the pole right in your armpit like this.
Of course
and
I
then
do.
grab here.
Okay.
Then you want to put your body in front of the pole.
Mm-hmm.
This one is going to come up above it.
Yes.
This is called a strong hold.
Okay.
And now we're going to raise our knees.
I'm gonna grab here,
Right in your armpit.
right in my armpit,
There
like
you go.
here.
Yeah, then
And this is
one
gonna go up
a
here.
little bit lower.
Lower. Lower.
There you go. Put your body in front of the pole,
In
like
front.
rest on it with your butt. There you
like
go.
rest on my butt.
Yeah. Now,
Ready?
crunch. Yes!
Oh my!
Hey, always point your toes.
Oh!
Yeah!
I saw your t-shirt. She has a t-shirt that says "Point your from toes."
Thanks, Stevie.
Okay, that would be core too, huh?
Awesome.
Okay.
Yeah. And so what other ones do? Oh, there's so many. You'll
So
never,
many?
Never stop learning. That's what I love about pole fitness.
You seem to know an awful lot. You've done your homework, Paula Pole.
Thanks.
Can we do something with music now?
Oh yes.
Can we? What?
I should teach you probably a hold first.
A hold. Yes.
So this is called your standard hold. So it's one arm straight up,
Yes.
one arm across your chest. The straight up arm pulls your weight. This one stops you from banging into the pole.
Oh, we wouldn't want that
It's
to
not a
happen.
cage,
Don't
right?
want to be a pole banger.
No.
I want to be a
No.
pole dancer.
Yeah. Yeah, and
Here
across.
and across.
Right. So pull on that one, feel it. in
I
your
can
shoulder.
definitely. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's called engaging your shoulder.
I'm engaging my shoulder.
Yeah. So.
Do I have to give my shoulder a ring to get engaged to it?
Do you want me to teach you a spin now?
A spin?
Yeah? Okay. So we're going to do a fireman spin, which is a basic spin, and it's usually one of the first spins that I teach when I teach a class. So.
Have you ever taught an actual fireman a fireman spin?
Yes, I have. Yes, I have, and she's a woman. Hi, Bonnie.
There you go! Right on. I want Tony Nero to come in here and do a fireman spin. All right.
Okay, so as you see, my one arm high, one arm across my chest.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to take my outside leg and wrap it at my ankle. I'm going to pull back a bit from the pole just to give my body some space
Alrighty.
to go into my spin.
Yes.
So now I'm going to go into my spin. When I go into my spin, I'm going to lift my back leg, or this leg, to the back of the pole. So watch, back of the pole. And I'm going to just...
No, you did not! Paul, Now talk me through it, Paul.
So arm up high.
Arm up high.
Arm across your chest.
This is the standard hold.
That's it.
But I'm going to back up slightly.
Yeah, now wrap your outside leg.
This leg is going
now
here.
pull back a little bit.
Pull back a little
Yeah.
bit.
Now,
With the
you-
foot too or just the body?
Just with the
Just
body.
like I'm doing.
Yep. Now, when you go into your spin, remember lift your second
Does the
leg.
pole spin?
It does!
I thought my hands had to... All this time, I thought...
Some don't.
Some
no,
don't.
some don't.
I like the spinning pole. And now when I go into my spin, you
So
remember...
go into your spin, just go with it, hang on that arm. That
Hang
high,
on.
High.
High, high.
Yep. And then go into your spin, lift your other leg. Yes! Yeah!
Yeah.
Drop it down! Yeah! He's done this before.
I never have!
I
Well,
swear.
okay. No. I might have, but I don't really remember
And
it.
you have to do your other side. Wrong.
Oh, that's hard.
Yeah.
It's always hard when you gotta go the other way.
And across your chest.
Cross my chest.
Outside leg to the pole.
Outside leg?
No,
No.
outside foot. Nope.
Sorry.
Outside foot. Back.
Outside foot.
Nope.
No, I'm back.
Outside foot.
This foot.
There you go.
Oh, and
So
stand
you're
back
just-
slightly.
That's right. And you're just going into your spin again.
I'm going into my... This way I'm going now?
Yeah.
Oh my God! I'm going fast this time. Oh, look at me slide. I'm a sexy mother. Oh, that I'm with Paula from Pole Girls. Pole Girls on Queen Street. What's your address?
5238 Queen Street.
523, right upstairs. Queen Street East, right downtown. And for appointments, how do they get a hold of you, Paula? You can tell them,
They
right?
can just text me at 297-5107, area code 705.
Look at that, eh? And then you too could be a pole dancer like me with Paula at Pole Girls. Here we go, Paula. Crank it up, Will. Are you ready, Paula?
I'm ready.
5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm struck my stuff, Paula. I look at my dip. And pirouette behind. Fire. Here we go. We'll be back with more with Lou and Tim right after this.
What's life without making a few mistakes down the road? A few sharp turns. And doing things for what we adore, but might regret later. A trip to Chuck's Roadhouse isn't one of them. With melt-in-your-mouth AAA steaks, buttery lobster tail, half-priced apps after 9 p.m., an ice-cold draft with all your Roadhouse favorites. Chuck's Roadhouse. Food the way it ought to be, priced the way it used to.
Welcome back to Mornings with Luann and Tim, and March is Youth Science Festival Month. So while I was researching Youth Science Festival Month, I came across Science Timmins. Now, I had no idea that this was in existence, so I reached out to Antoine Garwa in Timmins, and he's joining me now via Skype. Good morning, Antoine.
Good morning, Mike. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. So, Science Timmins has been around for how many years?
50 years. We started in 1970 and we're celebrating our 50th anniversary this year.
That's remarkable. 50 years. You are located in Timmins. It says that you're in a house in a heritage building in downtown Timmins. Can you tell me a little bit about the building you're located in?
It's the old St. Mary's Hospital. It used to be a hospital. They built a new one, and we located our village in the building. The building's about 80 years old.
Wow.
It's heritage downtown. But we're located in that.
That's kind of fitting, isn't it, that you put a Science Timmins and Science Village programming running out of an old hospital. That's quite suitable, isn't it?
Yeah, it's excellent building. We have the height inside, thick walls, so we don't hear next door.
Now, let's talk a little bit about what the inspiration was to start Science Timmins. How did it get going in the first place 50 years ago?
It's more from a classroom level. I'm a teacher myself, and we notice the tendency of students at time towards science. I love science, and so we find a niche in the Timmins area to satisfy the need of for students and then teachers and educators and parents. So we decided to create an organization that will serve the people in our community. We started at a classroom level, and then it's school level, and then the board level. Right now we're serving Northeastern Ontario, doing science at down-to-earth level.
So now, this, as I mentioned, I was looking for someone to talk to on the show about Science Festival Month. And really, for this region, I would say from Sault Ste. Marie all the way to Sudbury, Science North and Sudbury and Science Timmins are about it as far as science festivals, science fairs, and dedicated initiatives to science. Is that true? You and Science North are about the only games in the Northeastern region, right?
That's right, yes.
So now, Science Village is an initiative within Science Timmins, correct?
That's right, yes. And that's one of the, we have, like I said, outreach, the competition program, and the village program.
And you are serving people and educating people and giving them experiential learning from ages 2 to 102 is how you advertise it.
That's about it. Everybody's in between, and if you're older than 102, we'll give you honorary membership.
Right on. Now, the other thing that I found interesting was I'd heard of STEM, which stands for, correct me if I'm wrong, it's science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. But there at Science Timmins in Science Village, you use the acronym STEAM, STEAM, because you've incorporated art into that as well. Is that true?
That's right. Science, technology, engineering, art, and mathematics is part of the scientific thought. We applied it, like I said, STEAM word.
So, because I remember when I was taking piano lessons, my piano teacher explained to me that originally music was considered a science.
That's right. Like music, there is so many science in it. Not just playing it. If you go into recording music or you do audio-visual production, that's science.
That's
art at the same time, and science.
And mathematics are involved in music as well. They always say children who study music do well in math because of all the fractions when you're learning about playing music. Speaking of children, you cater many of your programs at Science Village to youth. The Young Einstein program. Tell me a little bit about that, Antoine.
Well, this program it's geared to toddlers from the age of 2 to 5, and will allow them again to explore, to touch, and to feel science in their own world. If you give them a putty to build something not dangerous, and plus there is science to it. So we offer this program to parents with toddler, and once a week they come here, and we place them in a situation where kids can discover, play, and learn.
And then you have STEAM Adventure. Now that covers everything from coding, robotics, design, Lego. What age does that encompass?
This one here will go from the age of 7 to 11, or sorry, 12.
7 to 12.
And then we give them the opportunity to again play, discover, and learn. Give them the material, we'll give them the challenge. They have 30 minutes, and let them go wild on it. Discover, play. So that's more for the age group of 7 to 12.
7 to 12. And the philosophy here is not a teacher standing at the front of a classroom and lecturing. This is hands-on and this is fun. They're learning through adventure, correct?
Absolutely. There is nothing, not school environment. There is no homework. There is no assignment to do. A challenge and the challenge within their level. And you have the equipment, you have the expertise, and hands-on, minds-on. It's not just hands-on alone. We like to think, before you apply. We ask them usually to think, decide, and act.
Think, decide, and act. Hey, what about in the kitchen? You have a culinary experience and a kitchen science program. I noticed on the website for culinary experience, it's I would say a senior couple. Is that right? So do you actually have programs for seniors as well at Science Village in Science Timmins?
That's right. Once a week, which usually Thursday afternoon, we do it for seniors, and Saturday afternoon we do it for the age of 8 to 12, to 14, for kids at that age, and we teach them simple things about science in the kitchen, and kitchen chemistry, and it's all hands-on, minds-on.
And then from Earth we go to space. You have astronomy that's offered at Science Timmins as well.
That's right, for youth and for adults. We have an astronomy club here. It meets once a month. We have another one for youth. We have a planetarium where we make presentation on a weekly basis for general public, or usually with classroom. We give lots of our activity to the teacher in the classroom. They call us, they come here in the village. The curriculum, I'm teaching the solar system. Can I come to the village? So they come, we prepare presentation, hands-on activity, and they leave with some concrete stuff they can follow up in the classroom. So you actually you're a resource for teachers in the area as well, and classroom visits are, you encourage people to come with their classrooms to book a classroom tour to Science Village? Yes, what they do, they buy membership for the year. Okay. And when there is a need to come, they call us. I'm teaching this topic here, and I need some experiments, some challenges. And they come here, spend an hour and a half, 2 hours, whatever time they need. And we leave them, like I said, with material they can go back to the classroom and apply it.
Are there others who work at Science Village who, like yourself, are teachers by trade?
We have a retired teacher, yes, with some communicators with a background in communication, and that's what we're looking here. Not just a scientist, 100%. We need a communicator. Take a topic in science and be able to communicate at from the age of 2 to 102 in a simple, demystified way. And so communication is essential to us.
Further to that, you actually offer tutoring and homeschooling.
Yes, yeah. Once a week, we have families coming here, and we, again, whatever topic they're looking for to teach their son and daughter, we have the material and we have the expertise. We sit with the kid, and then here is that. So homeschooling is part of the program that we offer. I
got to tell you, hearing all of this, I'm just a little bit jealous.
Move to Timmins.
Move to Timmins. No kidding, Antoine. Now, let's talk about science festivals, because there are Canada-wide science festivals, there are Ontario science festivals, and Science Timmins has been involved in the past. You even hosted a national science festival, did you not?
We hosted the Canada-wide Science Fair.
You did?
We have a yearly event, and we have a week of activities, including the science fair. We have activities like robotic and Olympics. It's part of the
Robotic Olympics.
Yes, Robotic Olympics or Science Olympics. We have the science fair, the regional science fair, where we select a participant to go to Canada-wide from our region.
So, from your region, could we say that Sault Ste. Marie is part of the region? I mean, if anybody in Sault Ste. Marie were interested in getting involved in the science fair, the science festivals, could they reach out to you, Antoine, and ask you how to participate and maybe even come to Timmins and experience Science Timmins?
Yeah, definitely. We receive requests for that. The only thing, we cannot select people from Sault Ste. Marie because that's an independent region from us.
I see.
So they can come, they can participate, but we cannot select them. There is an organization in Sault Ste. Marie where they have their regional fair, and they select the winner to go to Canada-wide.
Okay.
They can come to the village, they can participate in our festival, and all our activities is part of that part. But coming to selected participant to the Canada-wide, it has to go through their region.
I understand. Would you be able to offer advice to anybody if they wanted to get involved in the Canada-wide Science Fair, Science Festival? If they were to contact you, could you encourage them and give them some advice on how to get involved, because you've been doing it for so many years?
Definitely, yes. We're open, and we're welcome, and we encourage them to do so, because, like I said, we are accumulated 50 years of experience in that field, and we'll be more than happy to share, more than happy to help.
I want to thank you so much for joining me. Happy Youth Science Festival Month to all of you up in Timmins at Science Timmins and in Science Village. And I you know what? If I ever get up there, I am absolutely going to stop by and check out Science Timmins, because it sounds like an absolutely wonderful place.
Thank you, Mike. I'll have the red carpet for you.
Mike is the guy in the booth. I'm Tim. Nice to meet you. That's okay, Antoine. Don't you worry about it. Once again,
I don't see your face, so I don't know.
I know you can't see me. Trust me, I'm extremely handsome. Yes.
I'll judge that when you come to Timmins, Tim.
Okay, Antoine. All the best to you. Merci beaucoup.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Bye for now. We'll be back with more Mornings with Lou and Tim right after this. Thanks for joining us this morning on Mornings with Luann and Tim. Hopefully Lou will be back tomorrow, but if not, I'll be here for Wellness Wednesday. In the meantime, stay safe. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Here's another toast for you. May the best day of your past be the worst day of your future. Stay tuned for a live COVID-19 update from Premier Doug Ford, followed by the news here on ONNtv. Mornings with Luann and Tim. See you tomorrow.